John, breaking just moments ago, former President Bill Clinton has released a statement on the ceasefire deal between Israel and Hamas. The horrors, I'm reading verbatim, the horrors of the October 7th, 2023 attack on Israel and the conflict they reignited have resulted in unbearable human loss, it reads. It has been hard to watch and nearly impossible to rationalize. It reads, I'm grateful that a ceasefire has taken hold, that the last 20 living hostages have been freed, and that desperately needed aid has begun to flow into Gaza. President Trump and his administration, Qatar, and other regional actors deserve great credit for keeping everyone engaged until the agreement was reached. Now, Israel and Hamas, with the support of the United States, the region, and the world, must try to turn this fragile moment into lasting peace that provides for the dignity and security of both Palestinians and Israelis. I believe that they can get there, but only if they do it together. And I go back to where we started these 2 hours, John, and that word President Trump used so many times in his speech at the peace ceremony in Egypt moments ago, together. And you saw him meeting with all these leaders from the Middle East. And this is how President Trump plans to move forward, together.
Yeah, and you know, he finally got some praise from some Democrats, Bill Clinton among them. Hillary Clinton mentioned it as well. John Fetterman said, now life, Ali Sharabi, former hostage, on resilience and optimism. The nightmare finally ends. May the hostages have a full recovery, and may we never forget those who didn't make it out alive. Credit to President Trump for a breakthrough ceasefire of this awful war. So Fetterman is talking about that. There are a number of other Democrats that are as well. So for the holdouts, like Chuck Schumer and Hakeem Jeffries and Nancy Pelosi, who just can't find it within their hearts to say that the president did a great job, you know, I'm not quite sure where they sit with their fellow Democrats. Yeah. As Yemisi Egbowale was saying, you know, it's an amazing accomplishment for a president of the United States to end this war when for for more than a year, the person who occupied 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue in the Oval Office didn't seem to be able to get it done. And then his former Secretary of State seems to assign credit to the Biden administration for a large part of this.
And John, I think we were all moved by the words of Daniel Sharabi, the survivor of that music festival, you know, reunited with his friend, held in captivity for 2 years. But his acknowledgement that while this is a day of celebration, this is a day of remembrance as well to all those whose lives were lost. And this, as we continue to watch the convoy, a somber return home of 4 coffins of the deceased hostages that a short time ago crossed into Israel, John. And this is a live look there as they make their way to the National Institute for Forensic Medicine, outside which we also have a live camera where we are seeing many gather there to see their return home, John.
Yes, we cannot forget that while 20 families are elated to have their loved ones back home, there are 28 families who will go into this evening knowing that their loved one, maybe their remains will come home, but they will never see them again. But it does give them some sense of closure finally after this long.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.